guys, welcome back. Today I'll be showing you how to upgrade this box in Minecraft to hopefully a much better house. The first step that you will be wanting to do is grabbing any sort of stripped log and just placing it around these corners for depth. Once that's complete, then you can go in and add some detailing, like adding some more pillars up around these flat walls, as well as across at the top like this, just to give it that little bit more like depthy, real life sort of feel. Once your framing is complete, you can go in and start by adding some detailing, like a pathway leading up to your house. This will really give it a unique feel, much better than just like a grass yucky ooh. Yes. Just go in here and add podzol. You can add some moss carpet, add some dirt path, and some coarse dirt, just to give it a nice little path leading up to your hut. After that, you want to grab some grass and maybe some trapdoors. Come in here in these gaps and just place them like so to add a little bit more detail. Now you can add anything in here that you want, but I'm going to add some flowers, as I think flowers are cool. Flowers. I'm going to add a cornflower and some azalea, yes. Just like that, and now we have a nice little outside here. Now after this, I'm going to go around to the side and just add some variation in the wood. So I'm going to grab some oak and some stripped oak, and I'm just going to add it around like this to give it some texture. Now once that's complete, now you can see that there's a lot more texture in the house, and it's not like as much as an eyesore than before. So now you can go in and just modify the shape a bit, just so it's not, well, a box. So you might want to add like a pillar coming out here, right about to here, and then you can add around the wood, just to give it a little bit of a different shape. Now you can even make this out of a different material, but I've chosen not to. You can make this out of like mud, maybe. Just something that looks different from the outside of the house. Now once that you've made it look a little bit less like a cube, you can go in and add that framing to this new addition, as well as some detail. You can also do some landscaping around the outside as well. I'm gonna leave this open as like a big window to look over the village and at the ocean. Now, once all of that is complete, you can work on a second floor if you really want to. So for the second floor, I'm going to build it out of a different material, and I'm going to build it out of that mud bricks, just to give it a bit of variation from the rest. I'm going to start by outlining it. So I think my second floor is going to be maybe right about here. Like this could be a little stairway up to it. No, I'll build it right here. And the first thing you want to do is outline, like if you want a deck, which is what I'm going to do, I'm going to outline some framing, because this is where the second floor is going to be. and I'm going to add this, like any material that I want up here. Now I'm just going to add some packed mud and mud bricks to make it very like different. And now I'm going to work on the second floor, which will be spruce framing. So I'm going to come in here and add the framing up 3, add it up here, maybe make it 1 across so it doesn't look the same as the first floor, so it has a bit of variation. Add it up, look how, and that's going really well. It's looking a little bit less like a box house. Now you want to grab your oak planks and you want to add that depth that you want to add it 1 block in from the pillars so that it gives the depth effect. And now that has a little bit more detail, you can now start on your roof. So I'm going to use spruce, some white wool, some white terracotta, and yeah, and you just want to start building up like this. I broke that on accident, but I am gonna still use the white wool. Build up like this at sort of like a slanted angle. And this side, if you have it like mine, you can just build it off like that, so it still has the same effect. Build it up, and if it's even, it'll turn out looking like that. And now I'm going to use the white terracotta to fill in this gap here. So I'm going to get back my wool and just add some variation like that, and that's looking a lot better. So now, because this is going to be my deck and there's going to be an entrance from it up here, I'm just going to build some framing. 1, 2, like up like so. That's where the 2 doors are going to go, so now I can build around that. And now, as you can see, we've built around it and it's looking pretty good now. So now you just finish the roof off and do what I said over here, which is repeating stairs and fill in the middle with wool and any sort of wool-like material. Now, once your roof is finished, like mine, you can now move on to some detailing, like making it so these stairs aren't all like even, just to give it a bit more variety, as well as adding some just wood in there. And once you've made it just a little bit more different, you can grab some fence and just fence off your deck. Once you've fenced off your deck, the house is actually starting to look good now. So you can just come in here and add some of these grass and spruce trapdoors. just to add some variety, as well as now adding windows into it. So you want to pick some areas for your windows, like up here, right there. I might add window here, maybe over here. Definitely a big one right here. Here, and along this wall, just to let in some natural light. And just like that, you have some gaps to fill in with panes, glass panes. But now I think it's time to work on this roof up here, and it's just the same as this roof, just without the big bump for the door. And once you've got that frame finished, you go in there with maybe some wool and maybe a different, like maybe just a slightly off color terracotta, like a light gray this time. And first you want to just build up like this and finish your roof. So see you then. So once your roof is finished, it should be looking a bit like this, maybe a bit different, but you should have these little gaps and details. I may have made a bit of a mistake here, which is forgetting this framing here, but I fixed it, and hopefully you don't run into that problem. And if you're watching this, don't be like me, and don't forget the important framing. Now, once all of this is finished, your exterior is just about done. You just need some glass panes to fill in these gaps, and you should be just about there. That's your exterior finished. You can add some landscaping and bushes around if you think it looks a bit too plain for the environment. Well, just the environment around it looks plain. But for the exterior and for the house part, I think I did a pretty good job. Hopefully these help you in your next build, and see you next time.